Did you have to pick him up?
You can't throw her out because she's got no control.
Oh, he took.
So it's like, it's not our problem. You take her home. It's all about me.
And you're kicked out too. It's your responsibility. Get her control.
It was.
So she can say that, but not that I'll get under control.
Yeah. It was a nightmare. It really was. There was one night, that same night, there must have been 15 girls in the men's bed. Just running in there, screaming, yelling, jumping around, taking guys.
So will he take the train
Like
Sunday night?
Good evening. Hi, I'm Barry. I always like to just advise the coaches before the game. Our broadcast is live. We don't have any delay basis, so I know you get excited, but yeah, I always remind the coaches kind of watch the expletives if possible.
We're pretty easy going out here. You don't want to be on the sideline, but up here it's pretty good.
When I covered a playoff game by you guys last year, your playoff game, you had
Played at our place, right? That one?
yeah, against Nicolay last year in the playoffs. I covered it for the State Football Network.
gave them time to do their shtick. Full awareness. Ron Rochsteller, I'm sure, will disappoint about me not starting one.
Cut the band off.
Gets a bit uptight.
Good evening, high school football fans, and welcome to Carl Pick Stadium at West Bend High School for tonight's North Shore Conference matchup between the visiting Homestead Highlanders and your West Bendy Suns. West Bend High School and the WIAA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. The West Bend schools have been declared a drug-free zone. The use of any tobacco products and the consumption of alcohol is strictly prohibited anywhere on school property. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time to honor America, our veterans, and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem by the West Bend High School Football Pep Band under under the direction of Leah Ducker-Kroll and drum majors Ian Williams, Abby Zick, and Abby Bach.
Good evening from Carl Pick Field here in West Bend. It's time for Friday Night Football High School. Tonight, the West Bend East Suns take on the Homestead Highlanders in a North Shore Conference matchup. I'm the Bear, Barry Hirsch. I'll be bringing you all the play-by-play action. Mason Epson is our field technician with us here tonight, and we hope that you will enjoy this broadcast here this evening with us. We'll also be doing our normal texty booth announcer during the course of the game tonight. We'll give you a chance to do that later on in the game, so get ready for your things with that. Taking a look at the game tonight, the Suns come in with a 2-1 conference record, 4-1 overall, tied for second place with Cedarburg and Slinger. Meanwhile, Homestead in the middle of the pack coming into action tonight, 1-2 in the conference, 2-3 overall. Now, in this overall series between West Bend East and Homestead, since the Suns went into the North Shore Conference, it has been all Homestead. Suns have gone 0-5 in the North Shore Conference play against Homestead, including 35-9 last year. 2 years ago, it was a little bit closer, 21-13. But before that, 2019, a little bit of a blowout in favor of Homestead at 38-6. Homestead coming in out of a loss last week. They lost to division-leading Hartford at 30-23. Hartford, as a matter of fact, opens up play tonight in first place here in the North Shore Conference. 3-0 in the conference, 4-1 overall. Starting lineups are being introduced on the field now, as you can see. And the Suns wearing their military-style uniforms, the burgundy trim with the camouflage, as they get introduced here to the home crowd. Homestead's led by their senior quarterback, Sal Balistreri. Balistreri on the season coming into tonight, 21 out of 42 passes for 362 yards. He has thrown no touchdown passes, but he's thrown 3 interceptions. Now on the other side, Balistreri is the leading rusher. He's rushed the ball 87 times for 414 yards and 2 touchdowns. Also rushing leader for the Homestead Highlanders is Dominic Bruno at 5'8", a junior, and he has rushed 60 times for 247 yards and 2 touchdowns. Meanwhile, for the West Bend East Suns, they're led by senior quarterback number 1, Peyton Fountain. Fountain 37 out of 75 on the season, 530 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's thrown 4 interceptions. Colton Kress, number 8, is the senior running back for the Suns. He's their leader right now. 93 rushes, 626 yards, and 9 touchdowns. Suns will receive the opening kickoff as Homestead deferred the toss. Our other game tonight that'll be of interest that we'll follow for you, the West Bend West Spartans are on the road down in the North Shore Milwaukee suburb, and they'll be taking on the Nicolay Knights. So we're ready to go. High school football here on a Friday night. A little bit of a chill in the air here tonight also. 66 degrees at kickoff time here tonight. And we are just about set to go now, and we're glad that you could join us here on this Friday night edition of High School Football. A little bit of a chill in the air here tonight also. So Sean West has it up on the tee, and he's ready to kick this one off and get us going here tonight. And there's the kick, a high end-over-end spotted kick. Taken back at the 5, we're advancing it out to the 15, now cutting it to the 20, 25, and close to the 30-yard line. So that's where the Suns will take it over for the first time tonight, 1st and 10.
Holding press on the return.
They'll mark Crest down just shy of the 30. Well, actually right at that 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line for West Bend East. Suns last week came off with a victory on the road at Whitefish Bay, 27-7. And again, Homestead coming off of a loss, so they're looking to get back out of the gun formation. Here's our first play of the night. And he crosses the 30, shy of the 35-yard line. Suns dressed in the white pants with the burgundy jerseys, the white numerals, the burgundy pants. Homestead dressed in their white jerseys, the black pants with the red trim, and the H on the helmet. Crest gained 4, so it'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Suns. Going left to right as you watch it, or towards the south end zone, and penalty flags coming up. And this might be against the Suns. It is a false start on the Suns. First penalty of the night.
5-yard walk-off will make it 2nd down and 11.
And the Homestead Highlander fan base traveled extremely well here tonight as they have pretty much filled up their section of the bleacher stands over on the east side of the field. So 2nd down and 11 now for the Suns.
Split that.
Fouled out of the gun. 1 receiver to the right and 2 for it. Now fakes the padding. Looking in the pocket, throwing it over. It's caught at about the 38-yard line. Nice pass reception there for the first one tonight, as it was caught by Lichtensteiger. And Lichtensteiger will set it up a very manageable 3rd down situation here for the Suns. So it'll be 3rd and about 2 for West Bend East. Suns break the huddle, bring it up to the line, and Fountain goes out of the gun formation on a 3rd and 2.
Ice up inside.
And the handoff coming straight across to about maybe the 40-yard line. So depending on the marker, it might be just a bit shy. But they give him a 1st down. So the first down of the night scored by the Suns. And a 1st down. First and 10 at the 40 for West Bend East. Opening drive of the game. Fountain to pass. It's caught out there in the open field. Nate King with the reception. And the Suns pick up another 1st down. Good pass there from Fountain to Nate King. Big game in the conference tonight for both these teams. Suns could keep pace A loss by Homestead might knock them down a bit, dropping to 1-3, but we'll see. Long way to go, just underway. Fountain out of the gun, takes the snap, and the handoff to Colton Kress. Kress inside the 50, down to about the 47 or 48 yard line, but he does get into Highlander territory. So a gain of 2, it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Suns. Looking to snap a 5-game losing streak to Homestead. They've never beaten the Highlanders since entering the North Shore Conference back in 2017.
Slot my way. Slot my way.
One receiver right, 2 running backs. Fountain out of the gun, takes the snap, rolling over to his right, looking, now throwing it, and it's caught inside the 40-yard line. It should be another 1st down for West Bend East, as Nate King picks up his 2nd reception of the drive and of the night.
Yeah, I was wondering, I figured because Anthony was way back, so.
And it's going to be just shy of the marker. It's going to be 3rd and maybe less than a yard. And the officials want to take a good look at this one and make a measurement. So we get an official's timeout. 8:44 to play here in the opening quarter. We're scoreless. West Bend East against Homestead, live on the YouTube channel with West Bend Community TV. Well, that didn't take long. After further review, they whirl it that the Suns got a 1st down.
The 40 down to the 39-yard line, and the Suns 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now at the 39-yard line for the Suns.
What coverage do we have on Micah? So the guy that caught pass was just a slot receiver who stopped his out and came back.
Fountain shotgun formation, 2 receivers left. Keep it on the ground this time again, rolling straight through. And stop shy of the 35 at about the 36-yard line. As Cutler Schmidt carried it that time.
2 yards on the play, brings up 2nd down and 8.
Schmidt, the junior running back, at 6 feet, 190 pounds. 2nd down and 8 now for West Bend East. Ball resting at the 38-yard line. 7:42 to play here in the opening quarter. We are scoreless. Suns trying to draw first here tonight. Fountain I formation. Handoff going around the other side, trying to run some room, and got some room, and cuts it back inside. Kress down to about the 30-yard line. Nice move and cutting it inside there by Colton Kress. And a little bit of a miscue there, holding on the Suns. Going to cost them some yardage. 2nd penalty of the opening drive here for West Bend East. So it'll be 2nd down and 8.
Second down and 19.
Second down pass. Fountain looking, throwing one over, and incomplete. Tried getting Cutler Schmidt.
That's intended for Schmidt, who's
I know,
incomplete.
but I think they came out underneath that. I don't
So it'll set up a 2nd down. First pass that Fountain has missed here tonight. As now we have Clock stop with 7:01 to play in the opening quarter. Vaughn going to go one deep down the sideline and incomplete. Wanted Nate King on that one.
Intended for Nate King is incomplete. Miles Kelly covering on the play.
So now 4th and 19 for West Bend East.
4th down and long.
So the Suns will drop back into punt formation. And give it over to Homestead and let the defense take the field for the first time tonight. Founds punt. Going to take a little bit of a nice roll there for the Suns. And it'll roll out of bounds. Inside the 20. And they'll mark it around the 15 or 16 yard line. So the Highlanders take over 1st and 10 for their first opportunity of the night. Sal Balistrieri, the senior quarterback for them, 6'1", 190 pounds. Here's the first offensive play for the Highlanders, and the Suns defense there to stop it right away. Good start there for the defense for West Bend East. Maybe a yard on that one, if any. They're going to say no gain. So 2nd and 10 for Homestead. Balistrieri sets up, split receivers, 2 left, 2 right. Takes the snap, a little bit of a low one, going to throw one over, and it's caught out there. Jonah Wensler, excuse me, was the receiver catching that. First reception of the night, first pass of the night. And he picks up a gain of 9 on that particular play. So 3rd and 1 for Homestead on their opening drive of the night. Handoff, quick hole, big first down there across the 30 and marked out at about the 34-yard line. Dominic Bruno with the carry, his first of the night. And Homestead picks up a first down and keeps the ball. 1st and 10 now for the Highlanders at the 33-yard line.
The 30 to the 33-yard line, where it's 1st down and 10.
Balistrieri goes straight under center. Full house backfield for the quarterback. And the handoff, a little bit of a mix-up there. Aiden Klieger with the carry, and the Suns defense there to stop it. Cutler Schmidt there on the initial stop. So 2nd and 10 for Homestead.
All right. But what happens if the fullback goes the other way?
Other action in the North Shore Conference tonight, Cedarburg and Hartford out to an early 6-0 lead. Here's the play, handoff coming across, stopped out at about the 38-yard line that time for Dominic Bruno. And of course, Hartford coming into tonight's action leads the North Shore Conference at 3-0 overall, or 3-0 in the conference. And we get Hartford in person here next week against West Bend West. 3rd and 5 now for Homestead at the 38-yard line. 3:52 to go in the opening quarter. Balistreri gun formation and movement on the line. Edgar Prunskis, the lineman, a senior, 6'2", 260 pounds, and that'll cost his team 5 yards and a 3rd and 10. Elsewhere in the North Shore Conference tonight, Whitefish Bay is at Slinger. And as we mentioned, the Spartans are at Nicolay. So now 3rd and 10 for the Highlanders. Suns with an opportunity to make a stop here. Here's the snap to Balistreri, and he's going to keep it himself, and he's only going to get it back to about the 35-yard line. Not going to be enough. And so Homestead will punt on their first series. So both teams have had the ball once and will punt it.
Sean West will drop back in punt formation.
So Sean West standing back at about the 23-yard line. And whistle before it can be taken. And, wow, Jeff Rondorf wants to take a timeout. So timeout West Bend East. 2:49 to play here in the opening quarter. Still scoreless between West Bend East and Homestead. You're watching live high school football action on YouTube channel and West Bend Community TV.
Works of Forward Remodeling, Tracy Rummel, First River Realty, and Jumbo's on South Main Street in West Bend.
Coming back now out of the timeout as we get set for Sean West to punt this one back to West Bend East. West standing back again at about the 23-yard line. Here's the snap. Rush was on, a good punt though, and taken but down, dropped and covers it up good nicely at about the 36-yard line. Nate King had it and then kind of dropped it, but was able to keep the ball under his own pressure. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the West Bend East Suns at the 36-yard line. 2:42 to go here in the opening quarter, and no score.
Down and 10 from their own 36-yard line.
He's gonna trade.
Fountain out of the gun.
They traded.
One receiver left, one right, takes the snap,
Tailback.
hands it off to Colton Kress. Kress breaks on tackle, pushes it out to the 40, maybe the 41-yard line.
Brendan Curtin and Nick Wolf combined for the stop.
So carry there for Kress, gain of 5, and it'll take a 2nd down and 5.
Five's in. What's our defense?
At the 46-yard line, Fountain from a gun formation, takes the snap, and Fountain keeps it himself, and he'll push it across, maybe got a hard-earned 1 yard. So it'll be a 3rd down for West Bend East.
Combined for the stop.
3rd and about 3.
3rd down and 3.
$125 to go in the opening quarter. Fountain takes the snap in the pocket, throws it over to the far side, caught and dropped. right at the 50-yard line. It would have been a first down.
Blank is incomplete. Kelly covering on the play.
So that means West Bend East will have to punt that one away. Wow. Games like this, you got to come up with those catches.
Back them up.
That would have been a first down for West Bend East if he could have held on to that.
Fountain in punt formation.
Fountain will punt it away.
16 and 6 is closest to you, and 16. 16's going to get it.
Here's the punt and a catch, and they're going to try to run it away. Tommy O'Hagan. And O'Hagan pushing it up to about the 39-yard line.
Casey Gish and Bruce Rummel line for that tackle.
And they'll mark them actually at about the 35.
Will begin first down and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
1:06 to play here in the first quarter. No score between West Bend East and Homestead. And here's the first play on play.
Dominic Bruno.
Bruno, the ball carrier that time, gets a few yards.
Frankie Schatz and Casey Gish combined for the stop. Gain of 3 yards will bring up second
So
down.
Bruno
and 7.
gets 3. It'll be second down and 7. Balistreri straight under center, and handoff coming. That's Wensler. Will Van Lanen is the carrier that time.
Brought down by Caleb Shuck.
We got 7 there. 5 there.
That'll bring up third down and 3.
So 3rd and 3 for Homestead. And they might just be content to let the clock run out to end the first quarter. We will. We played 1 quarter here tonight in West Bend, and it is no score between West Bend East and the Homestead Highlanders. You're watching live coverage of high school football live on the YouTube channel and on West Bend Community TV.
Hey, Suns fans, as you know, each year West Bend East football takes great pride in hosting Military Appreciation Night, our chance to recognize and show our appreciation for those who have served and defended our great nation, both past and present. Unfortunately, scheduling did not allow our special events to take place for that opportunity this year. We'd like to invite all veterans and current active duty military to stop by the concession stand for a complimentary bag of popcorn and beverage. Please join me in a heartfelt round of applause in honor of those who have served in all branches of the United States Armed Forces.
Is it third down? You find that they've got third. It is.
Thank you.
I know they're going the other way. I just wasn't sure the down.
Barry Hirsch back here for quarter number 2. No score between Homestead and West Bend East, and we get a flag to start the second quarter off.
They were playing a 3 and 2. I think it was a gap in there.
It's offsides against Homestead, and the Suns will take that.
Offense is the call. That'll bring up third down and 8.
So here we go on a 3rd and 8.
Quarterback keeper.
And it's a run play here by Balistreri.
Balistreri, the ball carrier.
And he's going to be shy of the first down.
Taken down short of the first down by a host of Suns on that last play.
And so Homestead will punt again. for the second time in as many series.
Punter is number 11.
Sean West is in punt formation.
West will punt the football away.
Why did we do it? He had to short leg that because
And it takes a good roll for Homestead.
Reed.
Suns will begin first down and 10 inside the 10 from the 9-yard line.
First and 10 at the 9 for West Bend East.
But no, but Jet didn't step out. He was way out. He was way outside, so Jack went for him and he whipped on him. Pass.
First down, gonna pass one up. A little bit of a lame duck, incomplete. But flag is down. Nate King was the intended receiver. And a flag down on the field. There might be pass interference on the Highlanders. The officials are talking it over.
Holding defense is the call.
And it is a defensive holding call. So the Suns get advantage there. As the official picks up the flag, and now they'll.
He's not a spot phone, is he? It's not a spot phone. We don't have a spot phone in high school. We don't have a. Yeah, we don't have a spot. We do not have a spot.
So they mark it off. Back now, they'll mark it up.
He's marking up 15. So you'll see it real good on the end zone view, Michael, when you look at the punt. 19.
And holding call results in the Suns' first down. Suns now first down and 10 from their own 19-yard line.
Tailback.
Here's a handoff coming up for Colton Kress.
Anthony Chung on the stop. Gain of 5 yards.
And a 5-yard gain there.
Second down and 5.
High snap, found and keeps it. Here's a pitch back, and that one gets stopped as Kress unable to come up with something.
Brought down by Nick Walt on the play.
Come on. I don't think 5
Loss of 5 yards will bring up third down and 10.
Watch. They might go back to that out now.
Third and 10. Suns will try to keep it. Here
Will,
is
Will
Fountain. He's going to air one open. Man wide open. He's got it. 40, 45, 50. One man to beat. 45. Still on his feet and brought down out of bounds. Colton Kress. A huge play there as Holton Crest brings one in on a big gainer for the Suns. What a big gain there.
Just inside the 40 to the 36-yard line. The Suns, first down.
So 1st and 10 for the Suns. And here is the handoff to Colton Crest.
Colton Crest, the ball carrier. Drew Wilson on the stop. Loss of 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 12.
Watch out and up. Yeah, maybe not from that split.
Shot over the mid. Try to get one down there to Nate King.
Intended for Nate King is incomplete. Miles Kelly covering on the
That'll be 3rd and 12 for West Bend East.
32 came out.
3rd down and 12.
Suns 3 of 5 so far tonight on their 3rd down conversion attempts.
I think they're going to run.
Try to keep one here to keep the ball in their favor.
Smash route. Smash route.
Here's Fountain rolling around. Now Fountain going to keep it himself. Penalty flag. Fountain has the 1st down. Down to near the 20-yard line. But penalty flag down back at the 43-yard line. That's normally in the area of offensive holding. We'll see. And that's exactly what it is, holding on the Suns.
Did we lift the starter?
So they'll mark it back.
3rd down and long.
3rd penalty of the night against West Bend East. And it's 3rd and an eternity. Fountain in the gun. Now steps up, now running with it. He's got some running room, but he's going to be stopped well shy of the 1st down.
Hayden Fountain, the ball carrier. Kelly and Chung combined for the stop.
And so on 4th and long,
Fountain inside the 40.
they're at the 39-yard line.
About 13.
Have to see what Jeff Rondorf elects to do here. Would he gamble at this point and go for it? Apparently, it looks like he is. As Fountain coming back in along with Cutler Schmidt.
5's out. 5 is out. 5 came out.
So on 4th and long,
5's out. He's out.
West Bend East will go for it. And now the officials blowing the whistle, and a timeout going to be taken by West Bend East. That'll be their 2nd timeout by West Bend East. So timeout. 7:19 to go here in the 1st half. A scoreless 1st half between West Bend East and Homestead. You're watching coverage live on the YouTube channel and on West Bend Community Television. Back out of the timeout. Still 4th and 13. Sun still electing to go for it. Fountain from the gun formation. One receiver to the right.
Wiggle my way.
Fake the handoff. Fountain rolling. Now Fountain in trouble. Now dumps it off. Popped up and incomplete. Fountain was rushed out of the pocket. He tried to find Cutler Schmidt. And he was unable to come up with it with Schmidt. And West Bend East will turn it over on downs over to Homestead. And the Highlanders will get it now. Maybe something working on their side. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. No score yet in this game. As we roll along, 7:19 to play here in the quarter.
1st and 10.
Ballestery straight under center.
What were we in on that last coverage? Okay, good.
Ballestery in the pocket back. He's going to air one down that left side, and it's incomplete. Had it in and out of the grass. Jonah Wensler was the intended receiver, and just inches out of the grass of Jonah Wensler. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Highlanders. Stops the clock with 7:08 to play here in the first half. By the way, it's Military Appreciation Night here tonight at West Bend East and Carl Pick Field.
Last play that they just threw incomplete. They ran way
All right, 2nd down. Ballestery, gun formation, throws one over. Up and caught. Aiden Klieger.
Aiden Kluger on the catch. Brought down by Colton Kress.
And he coming up a bit limp on that one as he'll be just shy of the 1st down marker.
You gotta get Jonah to take some stamps. Right now.
Timeout on the field.
And he's up off under his own. That's good for Krieger. It's going to be 3rd and about a yard, although it looks like the officials might be asking for the chains to come in from the far side to mark this one and check it.
I was just confused why Drew was dropping to your sideline, but then you told me why. I didn't understand.
By the way, our text the booth announcer is at 920-918-0007. 920-918-0007. Our first one of the night, Peyton Fountain from a Pickford Panther fan in the Upper Peninsula in Pickford, Michigan. Love your cousin Chase Farrell and Grandma Cindy. Go West Bend East. So we got some viewership tonight in the UP. Glad to have you with us here.
Jeff Reed, the ball carrier. Brought down by 18.
Yeah.
Gain of 8 yards.
And there's an 8-yard gain and a 2nd and 2 for Homestead. As we come up on 6 minutes to play here in the half.
Just think of, instead of bringing Jet in, is Jet's one of your gunners, right? Just bring him into the backfield.
Back up under center. And coming up to about the 40.
Brought down by Caleb Shep.
And it'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Highlanders. Well, this one over in Hartford is starting to look like it could be a runaway tonight.
3rd down and a short one.
Early 2nd quarter, it's now Hartford 21 and the Cedarburg Bulldogs nothing as they've gone into the 2nd quarter.
Okay, got it.
We're scoreless here in our 2nd quarter with under 6 minutes to play. And wait for a moment here, and Homestead going to take their first time out. So the Highlanders on a little bit of a march will have a 3rd and 1 when we come back live on YouTube channel and West Bend Community Television. Back here, Carl Pickfield, the Barry Hirsch, along with field camera technician Mason Epson. 5:18 to play in the first half. No score.
Third down and 1.
Score in the second quarter, however, over in Slinger, the Owls leading Whitefish Bay 14-0. Homestead now on the third down play, push it forward, and he should have enough for the first down.
Initial contact by Frankie Schatz.
So 1st and 10 for Homestead.
Islanders inside the Suns 40, down to the 39-yard line, first down and 10.
Homestead just used their first timeout moments ago. East has used 2 of their 3 timeouts here in the first half. So at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Highlanders, as they look to get the first score of the night. Balistrieri, gun formation, takes the snap, gonna throw it over the second, it's caught, and gonna be brought down at about the 30-yard line. Good coverage down there for the Highlanders as Jonah Wensler comes up with the catch, but not before he picks up about a good 8 yards.
Gain of 9 yards on the play would bring up second down.
So actually a gain of 9, 2nd and 1 for Homestead. Ball now at the 31-yard line. 7th play of this drive for the Highlanders. Here's Balistrieri handing it off to Van Lannen. And the Suns defense there to stop him and drop him right away, and actually drop him for a little bit of a loss. So it'll be 3rd and 3, which makes it a little bit better than a 3rd and 1, definitely. Highlanders 2 of 4 right now on 3rd down conversions. Suns defense looking to stop it here and get the ball back. Balistrieri straight under center. Handoff now, double check it around, and the second time effort through the secondary gets it in there for the first down.
Yeah.
So Bruno picks up the first down. And another set of yards here for Homestead, as they've now worked it down to the 26-yard line. Coming up on the 3-minute mark here in the first half. Balistrieri from the gun. He'll keep it himself, and he's popped and dropped right away at the line. That'll be a no gain.
Emerson Orth and Frankie Schatz on that stop.
So 2nd down and 11. 10th play of the drive for Homestead. Now showing trips to the right. One back. Here's Balistrieri. Hands it off to that one lone back, and that's Bruno. And Bruno goes nowhere.
Emerson Orth, Frankie Schatz again.
And it'll be 3rd down and long for Homestead as they lose another yard. And now 3rd and 13. Big chance here for West Bend East to make a stop. Under 2 minutes to go here in this fast-paced first half. Balistrieri pumps one fence, throws one over, and it's incomplete. Way short of the marker for Jonah Wensler.
Jonah Wensler defending Pierce Rummel on the play.
And it'll be 4th and 13 for Homestead, and well, Dan Gitas might decide to go for it himself. Suns went for it on a 4th down on their last possession and failed to get it. And the Highlanders are going to try to go for it themselves now on 4th and 13 at the 29-yard line. Balistrieri takes the snap in the pocket, pump fake once. Now Rainbow's a pass down the far left sideline and overshoots the intended receiver.
This is intended for Jonah Winsler, complete. Carlson covering on the play.
So Homestead turns it over on downs.
Come back there, out of the backfield.
And the Suns will come back with the football now.
For the biggest and best burgers and custard in town, stop in by Jumbo's on South Main Street, West Bend.
First and 10, West Bend East at the 29-yard line. No score between the Suns and the Highlanders. 1:29 to play till halftime. And the Suns have one timeout remaining. Fountain out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Handoff coming around, and Cutler Schmidt just barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be second down and 10 for West Bend East. They're actually maybe marking them for a loss.
1 yard. It'll bring up second down and 11.
So second and 11 for West Bend East. Homestead will receive the kickoff to start play in the second half. Shotgun formation now for West Bend East on second and 11. Fountain takes the pass. Coming quick over the, and nothing there. Ryan Blank, but Blank was a little bit shy.
You think he's coming out to grab a pitch, right? You guys understand?
And now it's third and 11 for the
He's coming out
Suns.
to get a pitch. Mike, did you know that?
Clock stop with 46 seconds to play till halftime.
He's coming out, we think, to get a pitch.
Third down and 11.
Fountain gun formation, takes the snap. Fakes it, now rolling out to his right, now looking, throwing one down that sideline, popped up and incomplete out of bounds. Wanted to get Nate King on the play, but good downfield coverage there by Xavier Smith for Homestead along with a couple others.
It should be either California or Virginia Tech.
And on fourth and 11, deep in the territory, I doubt if Jeff Rondorf is going to go for it this time, as he will punt it. Peyton Fountain standing back. And Homestead will get one crack at it here before the break. Here's the punt by Fountain. Takes a bounce. Picked up by Chung. And Chung breaks a tackle. Chung out to about the 47 or make the 48, maybe the 49-yard line.
Brought down by Matthews here.
So it'll be first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down and 10.
Homestead does have 2 timeouts remaining and 28 seconds left on the board. Scoreless first half here at Carl Pick Field. Suns coming into play tonight. We're 4-1 overall, 2-1 in the conference. Homestead coming in 2-3 overall, 1-2 in the conference. Balistrieri straight under center. Takes the snap, now delayed, keeps it himself, breaks a tackle. Inside the 50 down to about the 48-yard line.
Casey Kish on the stop.
And Homestead will
Bring up second down.
take their second allotted timeout. So the Highlanders will have one more timeout remaining with 21 seconds remaining in the half.
Field timeout, Homestead. If you're thinking of buying or selling, contact Tracy Rummel from First Weber Realty for all of your real estate needs.
Who's I mean, you can only see from like the tackle to the tackle. You can see 3 guys in the camera.
Second down and 6.
Yes. I can see.
So it'll be second down and 6 now.
I can see 3 guys in the view in a place that's got to be a wide window.
With 21 seconds remaining in the half. Balistrieri, low snap, throws one over the side. Nope, that one's going to be dropped. Incomplete.
You can't even see stuff. I can see our.
That one should have been whistled dead right away.
Pass is complete. Jack Reed on the catch.
Oh, they're going to say it was complete, but for a no gain.
Well, let me look at that.
Third down and
But don't we want?
7.
And it's 3rd and 7,
That
and
is third down and 7.
I'm looking at the last.
clock shows no time remaining, but Homestead did take a timeout. So they will have chance for one play when we come back.
Highlanders.
That is their 3rd and final timeout. And the official asking for 3 seconds to be put back up on the scoreboard clock. A reminder for those of you watching us here on the live broadcast on this Friday, the 23rd of September, our live stream will continue through halftime. And then just prior to the second half kickoff, I'll rejoin you with some first half statistics. Second quarter score, Hartford 21, Cedarburg 7. Also in the second quarter, Slinger over Whitefish Bay 21-7. No updated score in the second quarter between the Spartans and Nicolay. All right, one last play here. Balistrieri in the pocket. Now he'll run for it himself. Balistrieri into close to the first down. And that'll be the end of the first half. And at the end of the first half, it is a scoreless first half. The West Bend East Suns, nothing. And the Homestead Highlanders, nothing. This is live coverage of high school football, West Bend East and Homestead, on the YouTube channel through West Bend Community Television.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the field our West Bend East varsity dance team.
Oh my, nice. Yeah, I'll see her at volleyball. No, but I'll see her in the future. What did you get last time?
Westman East brought to you by Road Construction, 3D Siding, LR Trophy. This is Chabot Salon, Hetman Enterprises, CR Oil Company, Next Electric, Loose Towing Service Center, Williams Flooring, Winnie APP, American Construction Services, Graphics, Punt, Elzer Woodcraft, Natural Lights Photography, and Puppy Dog Rescue.
Yeah. Suns are 4-1 overall, 2-1 in the conference. And Homestead is 2-3 overall, 1-2 in the conference.
What do you need to get in the playoffs, Scott?
Huh?
How many wins do you need to get in the playoffs? 5 wins or 6?
6 to be safe, yeah.
6 to be safe?
Yeah. I mean, you know, so, you know, an east win tonight puts them in pretty good shape.
Yeah, it would be a good game.
Every Saturday, yeah, I had to run things during the week. I've been finding myself taking walks to find this. Once you start doing that, you get hooked on it. I found 21 this week already. And I'm a big disc returner, so I've been very busy sending texts. I'm just texting guys before I found 4 today, and three of them had numbers on them, so I always text the guys and say, hey, I got the disc. Range drop off. Sometimes I always tell them to give it back to you. Like, one younger guy gave me 10 bucks today. I'm like, no, I gave it back to you twice. But a lot of times I'll get talking to them. All the ones I found with the numbers on them, like, hey, well, that's your available. They all sit in the box.
Well, Nicolay on top of West, 14 zip in the second quarter. I thought they could win that one tonight, though. And welcome back live as we get set for second half action here tonight on West Bend Community TV. The Bear Barry Hirsch bringing you all the action along with Mason Epson, our camera technician. No score here between the Highlanders and the Suns. Suns took the opening kickoff and went 7 plays on their initial drive before they had to punt the football, and that's kind of been the story here in the first half. 4 possessions for West Bend East in the first half results in 3 punts, and 1 possession turned it over on downs going forward on a 4th down. Homestead, pretty much the same thing. 4 first half possessions, 2 punts, 1 time turned it over on downs, and the last time, well, the clock simply ran out of time for them. Passing right now in the first half for Fountain, West Bend East, 4 out of 11. Balustrade for Homestead, pretty close. He's 4 out of 7. First downs are pretty close also. 5 first downs for West Bend East, 4 first downs for Homestead. Homestead's been penalized 2 times for a total of 10 yards. West Bend East been penalized 3 times for 25 yards. So no score here in West Bend as we get set for the second half of our game tonight. Homestead will receive the second half kickoff to get things started. And again, taking a look at the standings coming into tonight's action, East tied with Cedarburg and Slinger, each at 2-1 in the conference and 4-1 overall for East. Homestead in a tie with Whitefish Bay and West Bend West. They're all at 1-2 in the conference, and all of them are at 2-3 overall. So a lot could happen here. Let's hope for in the second half. Hopefully it's good stuff for West Bend East. Here we go, set to kick off to start the second half. And a high end over end kick. Taken back at about the 18-yard line. That's Chung. Chung cuts it around the 20, 25. Still on his feet at the 30. Chung still on his feet across the 35. Brought down finally at about the 36-yard line. So a good return to start play here in the second half for Homestead. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Homestead Highlanders. So both teams kind of grinding it away and not showing a lot of offense so far. Let's see what happens here now. As Balustrade opens up play here in the second half. Handoff, and a big one. This is going to be the biggest running play of the night. Dominic Bruno down finally inside the 30-yard line. So Dominic Bruno opens up play here in the second half with a huge run. As he brings it down to the 31-yard line. And the handoff again going to this time Van Lannen. And it'll be second down.
2 yards on the play. That'll bring up second down and 8.
So right now, Dominic Bruno with the biggest play of the night on that 34-yard carry on the first down of the second half. 2nd and 8 now for Homestead at the 29-yard line. Balustrade under center of the full house backfield. And that time the Sun defense stops Bruno dead in his tracks, maybe gives him a couple of yards. And we've got a Suns player down on the field.
Who's down?
So an injury timeout. Taking a look at other scores for us live here on this Friday night. Hartford out in front of Cedarburg, 28-7. Slinger leading Whitefish Bay, 21-7. And Nicolay in front of West Bend West, 14-0.
Third down and 4.
So 3rd and 4 now for Homestead. And on the keeper, Balistreri stopped up.
Frankie Schatz on the stop. No gain on the play.
And it'll be 3rd down and 4th down coming up. And a big defense now needed by the Suns. Balistreri going to pass one. He's got his receiver open at the 20-15. Finally brought down out of bounds at around the 10-yard line. As Van Landen makes the catch and picks up the 1st down. So 1st and 10, they make it 1st and goal at the 9. Closest either team has gotten so far tonight. And Homestead looking to take this opening drive of the quarter in for the first score of the night. Balistreri under center. A little bit of a handoff coming up, said to Bruno. And Bruno pushes it to about the 5-yard line. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Suns defense has got to step up now and put some pressure at the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal. Opening drive of the second half. Balistreri takes the snap. Tries it, running it around, and touchdown Homestead, our first score of the night. Sal Balistreri keeps it himself. So our first score of the night going to Homestead. Lines are down. Ball snap, kick through the uprights, and it is good. And our first score of the night goes in favor of the Homestead Highlanders. It is Homestead 7, West Bend East nothing. Timeout on the field. You're watching live coverage of high school football on West Bend Community TV through the YouTube channel.
Give John Wirtz and Forward Remodeling a call for your exterior remodeling needs. Roofing, siding, windows, Forward Remodeling.
Sal Ballesteri, a 6-yard touchdown for Homestead, the first score by either team tonight. It caps off a 7-play, 65-yard drive. Dominic Bruno got the action going on the first play of the half on a 34-yard run. But it's now 7-0 Homestead. Long way to go in this game yet. 8:10 remaining here in the third quarter. But now the Suns will play from behind. Sean West has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line, and he'll kick it back in play. And a high end over and kick. Taken back inside the 5. Now Bobble now gets it back. And gets it out to about the 20-yard line. So after a little bit of a miss up there, Kress able to get it back out and to the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the 20. And now Peyton Fountain will bring his Suns out, trailing it by a score. Try to get something going here. Out of the gun formation. Here's the handoff. Colton Kress, and he might go the distance. Kress, one man to beat. He's at the 30, and he's brought down at the 25-yard line. Colton Kress answers the call with another run of his own. Right back down the gut, Colton Kress. A 50-yard run.
55 yards and a Suns first down.
So the Suns are answering the call as Colton Kress comes up with a 55-yard run. And here's a handoff, coming it back through. Break it down inside. Again, Colton Kress.
Nick Wolf on the stop.
So the Suns looking to come right back down the gut.
Rest of the 13-yard
And the Suns are down at the 13-yard line. First down, 6:44 to go, third quarter. 7-0. Homestead with the lead, but the Suns trying to come right back down the throat and tie it up. Here's Fountain on the play. Keep it on the ground with the handoff and pushing it inside the 10.
Colton
Kress to about the 8-yard line.
Yames and Curtin combined for the stop.
Well, both offenses, not to sound mean, but are pretty well rested.
3 yards on the play. That brings up 2nd down and 7.
We've seen more offense in this first part of the third quarter than we saw in the entire first half. And now the Suns have it, 2nd down and 7 at the 9. Fountain sets it up. Fountain will keep it himself. He'll push it inside the 5, and almost to the goal line goes Cole Frondon.
Down by host of Highlanders.
And it should be a 1st and goal for West Bend East on that carry. It is.
Owen Carl.
1st and goal for the Suns.
3 for Suns. First down.
Well, the Highlanders went 65 yards in 7 plays. Suns have gone 4 plays in, started back at the 20. Now a chance to push it in. Here's Fountain. Handoff, Colton Kress. And no, nope, didn't quite get in yet. So 2nd down and goal for the Suns. 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 7-0 Homestead.
1 yard line now.
But the Suns knocking on the door, trying to bang it down and put it in the end zone to tie this game up. Fountain, full house backfield, puts it in himself. No signal yet from the official. Touchdown, West Bend East. And the Suns are a point after attempt from coming back and tying this game.
Lichtenstein to snap. Carlson to hold Gates for the extra point try.
6 plays, 80 yards. Now the chance to tie it up. Snap, kick through the upright. It is good. No, oh no. He missed the extra point. But a great drive. Suns will trail it by 1. 7-6 on West Bend Community TV. So Homestead comes out of the locker room on a 7-play, 65-yard drive for a score. Suns come right back down the field, a 6-play, 80-yard drive. But the missed extra point, and so it's 7-6. More offense here in the opening half of the second half than we had the whole first half. Squibbler kick. Picked up and going to try to run the ball with it in his Palminteri. He's got some running room across the 40 and out to about the 43, maybe the 44-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 44. So 1st and 10. 7-6 the score. Balustrade with a full house backfield. Hands one off. And a big hole inside the 45 down to about the 42-yard line. Bruno with another big carry there. He had that huge one to start the half. Well, it could be both offenses now starting to heat up. A little bit of a chill in the air right now. It was 66 degrees at kickoff. Now at the 42, 1st and 10, inside Suns territory. And trying to keep it himself is Balistreri. Cuts it off to his left and maybe gets a yard or two at the most. Second down, we'll call it 8.
Gain of 2 yards brings up 2nd down and 8.
Homestead looking to keep their domination over West Bend East. They've won 5 straight over the Suns. Suns looking to get their first victory ever over Homestead and keep pace here in the North Shore Conference. 2nd and 8 at the 40. Balistreri under center. Fakes the handoff, back to pass, throws one over, caught and dropped. Had his man open, Jonah Wensler, and Wensler would have had enough for the first down. Stops the clock with 3:11. And it'll set up 3rd and 8 for Homestead. Highlanders 3 out of 7 on 3rd down conversions.
3rd down and 8.
Balistrieri, gun formation. Snap, back to pass, under pressure. No! It hit the ground. Good defensive pressure by the Suns. Frankie Schatz getting in there initially, the 6'5", 215-pound defensive end. And it'll be 4th and 8.
4th down and 8. Sean West is in punt formation.
So a punt coming up here for Homestead. West standing back at about the 47-yard line. Gets a good boot into it. And Nate King waves this one off. And did it get to the end zone? I don't know. Oh, man, it did not. Wow. West Bend East going to be starting right back at the goal line almost. What a punt that was. At the 1-yard line is where the Suns will have to start this drive. And you can nearly not afford any kind of a mess up here. At the 1, just under 3 minutes to go in the quarter.
At the 1-yard line.
7-6, Homestead with the lead. Fountain lining up with his backs in the end zone, takes the snap. And he's going to throw one over, and it's caught and dropped by Nate King. King had double coverage. And the crowd, you might have heard, they wanted some pass interference. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
So once again, Fountain sets up in the end zone with 2 backs out of the gun formation. And safe handoff straight up the middle to Colton Kress. Just try to keep it on the ground and maybe try to pick up a 1st down if you can. It's going to be 3rd and about 7. 2:35 to go here in the 3rd quarter now. Both teams scored on their opening possessions here in the 2nd half.
Hey, bunch, Hurricane. It's Hurricane.
Here's the snap to Fountain, and he looks, and he pushes one over to Carlson. Carlson breaks a tackle, gets it across the 15, out to about the 19-yard line. 1st down for West Bend East. Couldn't have come at a better time. And that will bring up a 1st down. And the clock goes under 2 minutes now here in this 3rd quarter. At the 19-yard line, a little bit of breathing room now for West Bend East. Fountain takes the snap.
Fullback.
And trying to run around, Cutler Schmidt. A lot of running there, but not a lot of gain there for Schmidt. Maybe got a couple of yards on the carry. 2nd down, and we'll call it 8.
Gain of 3 yards on the play. That brings up 2nd down and 7.
Coming up on the final minute here in this 3rd quarter. A little bit more exciting, a little bit more action by both teams here in this 3rd quarter. Fountain out of the gun now, takes the snap. And handoff, and nothing happening there for Colton Kress.
3rd and 8. 3rd and 8.
Jeff Stultz and T. Capper combined for the stop.
And it'll set up a 3rd down and 8 now for the Suns.
No gain on the play. That brings up 3rd down and 7.
Final 30 seconds here in this 3rd quarter. Suns break the huddle with 20 seconds to play. They'll got to snap one.
Oh, now start off. We got too many guys here.
Trips to the left.
Too many guys invested here.
Here's the snap. Quick pitch.
It's a pass.
Going over to Carlson. Now a Fleetwooker. It's caught. Oh, what a great pass. Oh, dropped. Oh, man. Carlson intended the pass. It was right there, and it was dropped. So 4th and 7, and West Bend East will have to punt. And most likely that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter and take us to the 4th quarter. So both teams score once in the quarter on 2 possessions for each team in the quarter. Both teams punt once in this 3rd quarter. Here's the snap and the punt by Fountain, and nice one, takes a bounce. And rolling around and picked up and downed right there at the 25-yard line, where we will end the 3rd quarter. After 3 quarters of play, it's a good one here tonight at Carl Pick Field. Homestead Highlanders leading the West Bend East Suns 7-6. Live coverage on West Bend Community TV through the YouTube channel.
We don't have
Back here at Carl Pick Field, we go to the 4th quarter in this exciting North Shore Conference matchup between West Bend East and Homestead. Homestead with the lead at 7-6. Both teams score on their first possessions in the 3rd quarter, and then neither team scores on their next possessions. And now here we go, opening play of the 4th quarter for Homestead. Ballesteri takes the snap. Handoff. Bruno still on his feet across the 30, and forward momentum should bring him down at about the 31-yard line.
Caleb Shepp level rate for the Suns on that play. Gain of 7 yards with a 2nd down and 3.
Next week, West Bend West comes back here for our game of the week, and they'll take on the conference-leading Hartford Orioles, who look to be dominating again tonight, leading 35-7 over Cedarburg going into the 4th quarter in Hartford. Here's Ballesteri on the handoff, and a big one here coming up, 1st down. Still running on his feet is Bruno. And Bruno finally brought down at the 40-yard line. 10 first downs now on the night for Hartford.
Who blew coverage on that?
And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 40.
So it was the number 1 guy of the Wild.
First down and 10.
Bruno again running with it.
Bruno, the ball carrier. Cutler Schmidt on the tackle.
And this one might be coming back.
Islanders is the call.
That's only the 3rd penalty of the night against Homestead. So the Highlanders backed up.
Penalty makes that first down and 19.
Back to the 49-yard line, 1st and 10. 10:29 to go. Highlanders hanging on to a 1-point advantage at 7-6. Suns got to get the ball back. Balistreri going to keep it on the ground to Bruno. And Bruno pushes it inside the 45 to about the 42-yard line.
Casey Kish on the stop.
Second down and about 12.
7 brings up second down and 12.
Balistreri under center, full house backfield. Sends it straight up the middle.
Ball carrier.
Bruno again,
Casey Kish on the
shy
stop.
of the 35 to about the 36-yard line.
Bruno to the
And it'll be 3rd down and about 6.
They can beat you with 2 seconds. And we have a better kicker, so once you get the head, you want to take them every time with a better.
3rd and 6 at the 36 as we come up on 9 minutes remaining. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Suns defense needs a stop here now. Balistreri out of the gun. And he'll keep it. And he's going to push it forward. And Balistreri will get the first down.
Sawyer Lichtensteiger on the stop.
So a first down, a fresh set of downs for Homestead. Now 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
First down and 10. Islanders from the 27-yard line.
Can we hard count an extra point since we're getting to Delta?
Balistreri takes the snap. Straight up for Bruno. And this time the Suns defense stops Bruno in his tracks for no gain. Second down, and it gave Bruno about a yard, so 2nd and 9.
Excuse me, Nathan Aguilar. I'm very sorry about that. Caleb Shep behind for the stop.
2nd down and 9, 7:45 to go in the game.
Second down at 9.
Here's Balistreri and hands it off once again to Bruno. And again, the Sun defense
Bruno, the ball carrier.
keeping Bruno in check. It's going to set up 3rd down.
King on the stop.
3rd down, and we'll say about 6. Highlanders have converted once on this drive. Now's the time to stop them on a 3rd and 6, coming up on the 7-minute mark. Here we go. Shotgun formation. Fakes it, keeps it himself. Tripped up and stopped. Yes. Balistreri tried running with it himself. He's tripped up and stopped. And it's going to be 4th down for Homestead. 4th and a good 4. And the Highlanders going to set up for a field goal attempt here.
Sean West will line up for a 37-yard field goal try.
Sean West, 37-yard field goal. Lines are down. Ball's missed up. Oh, he missed it. And the Suns get it. A 37-yard field goal by Sean West. The snap was fumbled, so they turn it over on downs, and it'll be 1st and 10 for West Bend East at the 36-yard line. That would have put the Highlanders up by 4, but instead now the Suns have a chance to come back and take the lead. Here's Fountain out of the gun. In the pocket, under pressure, drops it off to Colton Kress. Colton Kress, some running room across the 45, and Colton Kress brought down at about the 46-yard line, and 1 play and 1 first down easily.
Colton Kress across the 45 to the 47, and the Suns first down.
Now let's see if the Suns can make momentum out of this. A field goal by the Suns at this point could win the game. 5:35 to play. Fountain quickly on the snap count. Gives it off. Colton Kress breaks the tackle in the open field. Kress still on his feet. Kress still on his feet. Finally brought down at the 35-yard line. And another first down for the West Bend East Suns.
Inside the 40 to the 35-yard line. And the Suns first down.
Colton Kress had that big 55-yard run on the first play of the second half. Now coming to life here. And I tell you, momentum is everything in this one, and it could be that missed snap by Homestead, which would have given them the lead. And the penalty going against Homestead. Suns have only been penalized 3 times. 3 now by Homestead, maybe a 4th. You know, eventually they're going to mic up the officials in regular high school seasonal football instead of just at the state tournament in Madison. But it is a penalty against Homestead. And it will give the Suns an automatic first down. And then some. A 15-yarder. And so, 1st and 10. At the 20-yard line. 5:10 remaining. Fountain out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Keeps it on the ground to Kress. Kress down to the 15-yard line.
Who do we want in coverage? Because the problem is Monty ran out and so did Terrence. That's the issue.
And now, if you're Jeff Rondorf and your Suns, you start working that clock. You're knocking on the door. You got to get one here. Kress out of the gun. Handoff. Kress inside the 10-yard line. And it'll be first and goal.
Down to the 9. That's a Suns first down.
Turn the music down a little bit.
Hand off, Kress pumps it through, press. Oh, and a late flag as Colton Kress carries it. And we'll see now what the flag is.
Nick Wolf on the stop.
I think, hey,
And it is against West Bend East. Oh, man. Not a good time for that one. So that'll march the Suns back a little bit. Fourth penalty tonight against West Bend East. 4 penalties now for 35 yards. Still got time. 3:50 now and running.
First down and goal from the 12-yard line now.
ISO.
Here's a play, running it down inside the 5 again. As the Crest Express, as he's becoming known, runs it through.
Xavier Smith on the stop.
And it'll be second goal for the Suns.
Down to the 3-yard line.
At the
First
3.
down and goal.
Now the question would be, not to get too far ahead, but if the Suns score, do they go for the 2-point conversion or do they leave it at the 1 point? We'll see. First we need to score. Here's Fountain. Handoff. Kress trying to push it in. Colton Kress, 3-yard touchdown. All right, now as I was saying just a moment ago, do you go for the 2-point conversion or do you just kick the extra point? The 2-point conversion would make it a 14-7 game. The kick would make it just a 13-7 game, which means Homestead could come down and score and kick an extra point to win.
We gotta get our defensive end to a 4. They're just turning us out with their tackles.
And the Suns are going to go for the 2. And before they can go for the 2, Jeff Rondorf will say timeout. So the Suns take their first timeout, leading 12-7. A 7-play, 64-yard drive by West Bend East. That coming after Homestead had their field goal attempt blocked. A programming reminder for you from West Bend Community TV. Our next game coming up Friday night, September 30th. The West Bend West Spartans back here taking on the North Shore Conference leading Hartford Orioles. Last report, Hartford well in front of Cedarburg at 35-7. Okay, here we go. A big 2-point conversion now. Fountain, handoff to Kress. Kress trying to get it in. Yes, 2-point conversion. And the Suns take the lead, 14-7.
Multiple flags in the end zone on the play.
2 penalty flags down on the field right now. But what a second half after a scoreless first half. Both teams score on their first possessions in the second half. Then each team punts. Then in the fourth quarter, Homestead goes for a 37-yard field goal attempt. The snap was fumbled. Suns took it over at the 36-yard line and goes 64 yards for the score. (14-7), West Bend East with the lead. 2:55 remaining. Homestead will get the ball back. They have all 3 of their timeouts. You got to stop them now, especially Dominic Bruno.
There was a personal foul on that 2-point conversion try against the Highlanders.
So the Highlanders called for a
Homestead.
unsportsmanlike penalty. And so they'll mark it off, and Homestead will take the football after the kick. Don't want to kick it deep in the end zone. You want to just pin him back. Well, he's going to kick one high up. It's caught at about the 3-yard line. Trying to get some running room now. It's Van Lannen, and look out, he's got some running room. Dropped across on the far side at about the 21, maybe the 22-yard line.
On the return, loose ball is recovered by the Highlanders.
Did we put Xavier at corner? I would put Xavier there, and I just think that's
Highlanders will begin first down and 10 for their own 21-yard line.
So here we go at the 21-yard line. East leading 14-7. 2:44 to play. The key to this drive now, you got to stop Dominic Bruno at the running back position, and then you got to stop him in bounds. Don't let him get out of bounds to stop the clock. Suns crowd cheering on the defense now. Balistrieri out of the gun. They're going to run it. Keep him in bounds. They do. Balistrieri runs right into a wall of Sun players. Second and 11, a loss of 1. Clock continues to run. Suns fans coming on strong now. Here's a flag coming in. It might be delay a game against Homestead. Nope, illegal procedure against Homestead. That'll back them up 5. Suns looking to get this victory and go to 5-1 overall, 3-1 in the conference. Balistrieri, gun formation, takes the snap, looking it over, throwing it over the middle, intercepted, and a chance to run it back inside the 5-yard line. It's intercepted. Owen Carlson with the interception. And the West Bend East Suns get it. That's the first turnover of the night.
Owen Carlson's interception is down to the 12-yard line. That is a first down.
And it's 1st and 10 West Bend East. At the 12-yard line. Suns quickly can get back. Oh! And the Suns will get called for.
You gotta move Anthony up like 4 yards.
What a huge interception on the defense by Owen Carlson. Down to 1:57 remaining. Fountain takes the snap, keeps it on the ground. Colton Kress, touchdown, West Bend East. And West Bend East has a chance now. It's now 20-7. Gonna go for the two-pointer, Colton Kress. 2-point conversion again. Well, back-to-back drives here in this fourth quarter by West Bend East. First, the interception, then a false start made it 1st and 10 at the 17, then Colton Kress, the 17-yard touchdown. Owen Carlson with the big interception for the Suns. And with 1:51 remaining, the Suns are in control at 22-7. All the scoring in the second half. High, pooched up kick. Taken up there by Names, and he's dropped right away. So Homestead gonna drop their second straight game. Last week losing to Hartford, and tonight coming here to West Bend and gonna go down. And this will be the first time in 5 years that East has defeated Homestead. From the 33-yard line. Running in a play here.
Aiden Kluger on the catch. Brought down by Cutler Schmidt. First down to the
So a first down for Homestead. Stops it at 1:38 remaining. Penalty flag coming as he tries running around.
ball started off there. Taken down by Casey Gish. There is a flag on the play.
And we'll see what this one is.
Highlanders is the call.
Holding on the Highlanders. Looks like Hartford going to stay in control in first place in the conference. Fourth quarter, leading Cedarburg 49-7. Nicolay now leading West Bend West 17-0 in the fourth quarter. And Slinger ahead of Whitefish Bay 28-7 in the fourth quarter. Our game, more importantly, 22-7. Here's a pass caught on the far side. Gonna drop him and keep him in bounds. That's the big one.
Now second down and 20.
And I believe Homestead will take a timeout. So first timeout taken by Homestead. 1:14 remaining. Suns 22, Homestead 7. Suns go back on the road next week. They will play in Cedarburg against the Bulldogs. And then they're back here in 2 weeks for the annual homecoming game against West Bend West. And West will be the designated home team for that game 2 weeks from tonight, Friday, October 7th. Meanwhile, the Spartans, who are looking like they might be going down to their third straight defeat tonight at Nicolay, back home here next week with a big nut to crack. They'll take on the conference leading Hartford Orioles. All right, 2nd and 20 at the 37 with 1:14 remaining. An interception and 2 huge touchdowns by the Suns. Here's Balistreri going to open one, aired up, almost intercepted again, picked off and dropped incomplete.
Balistreri's pass nearly intercepted by Fulton Press. Third down and 20.
So 3rd and 20. Here's in the pass, and it's caught.
Pass is complete. Logan Lannon on the catch. Taken down on the play by Cutler Schmidt. Timeout. Highlanders.
Gets the first down, and they'll take a timeout with exactly 1 minute to play. The emotions and the excitements of high school football at its finest here tonight in West Bend at Carl Pick Field. Here's the snap. Balistreri in the pocket, plenty of time. Rainbow pass down the sideline, in and out and dropped by Dominic Bruno.
Bruno is incomplete.
Homestead turns it over on downs, and that is all but she needed. It'll be 1st and 10 for the West Bend East Suns with 53 seconds remaining.
take over.
So the Suns defense comes up with a big interception. All this excitement and momentum happened after the Sean West fumbled snap on the 37-yard field goal attempt, which would have put Homestead up at 10-6. Here is the first play for a knee. And the Suns only going to need one more, and they will have this game in hand for the victory. And looking to keep things rolling here in the conference. Another knee. And that's going to wrap it up as the West Bend East Suns in a big fourth quarter and a nice second half, back-to-back touchdowns. Colton Cress on a 3-yard touchdown, and then Colton Cress on a 17-yard touchdown. The first one was set up by the missed field goal attempt, and then moments later coming back with the Owen Carlson interception. And the Suns win this football game 22-7. Suns will improve on the season now and keep their playoffs looking good. 5-1 overall and 3-1 in the conference. Meanwhile, Homestead will drop to 1-3 in the conference and 2-4 overall. That's our final tonight, 22-7. Suns with the big victory. Don't forget, our next broadcast is next Friday night, September the 30th. It'll be the West Bend West Spartans here taking on the Hartford Orioles. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. On behalf of our field camera technician, Mason Epson, I'm the Bear, Barry Hirsch. Thank you very much for watching this live production on the YouTube channel with West Bend Community TV. 22-7, West Bend East with the victory. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great weekend. Hi, Chuck. Barry in West Bend.